some men seem so gentle, so caring, so perfect in the beginning, that you almost want to trust them immediately. But the scariest part is this: you never really know whether that's who they are in marriage too, or whether one day you'll become the difficult ex-wife in the story they tell the next woman. I'm 31. I've been dating this man, he's 42, for a little over 6 months now. And honestly, on paper, he sounds like the kind of man many women would want to marry. He has his own house, his own car. He lives alone with his 2 dogs. He loves cooking, and he's actually really good at it. Every Sunday, when he has a day off, he goes grocery shopping and makes a full table of delicious food for me. He's generous, warm, never stingy with me. And me, I'm not exactly looking for someone to rescue me. I have my own house, my own car, a good career. People say I'm attractive. My education is even higher than his. So at this point in my life, if I choose to love someone, it's not because I need a provider. It's because I want someone truly worth building a life with. Before him, I only had one serious relationship. My ex was younger than me, very handsome too. But after 2 years, I left. He was just too immature, and I couldn't take it anymore. So when I met this man, older, calmer, more attentive, a man who knew how to take care of me, how to make me feel cherished, I fell for that feeling. I really did. But the more I like him, the more afraid I become. Because he was married before. He got divorced a year ago. They didn't have children, and he says he hasn't been in contact with his ex-wife since the divorce. I once asked him why the marriage ended, and he told me he was the one who chose to leave. He said he couldn't stand her personality anymore. According to him, she would start fights over everything, cause chaos over the smallest things. He even said that when they went back to his hometown for his father's funeral, she still made a scene. He told me their marriage was filled with arguments, again and again and again, until one day he simply couldn't endure it anymore. And when he told me all that, I felt sorry for him. I really did. Because the man I know now seems calm, patient, and kind. But then, a thought entered my mind, and it hasn't left since. I'm only hearing one side of the story. I don't know who his ex-wife really was. I don't know how bad things truly were. And I don't know whether he was really innocent in that broken marriage, or if I'm just seeing the easiest, sweetest version of him right now. And the thought that chills me the most is this: what if the ex-wife he describes as impossible today was once loved by him too? What if she was once the woman he cooked for every Sunday, the woman he spoke gently to, the woman he made feel safe, just like me? Recently, he told me that he's already in his 40s and he wants a real family. He said he doesn't want to pressure me. He said he can wait until I feel ready. But he wants to know one thing: am I serious about marriage, or am I just dating without a future in mind? He told me he doesn't want to waste either of our time. And when he said that, I went quiet. Because for the first time, this didn't feel like a simple relationship anymore. It felt like a door. And if I stepped through it, it could become marriage, commitment, responsibility, years of my life. I know I'm 31. I know I'm not too young to think about marriage. And I know it's not easy to meet a man who seems mature, caring, and serious. But I'm scared. Not because he's divorced. I'm scared because I don't know who he becomes when love is no longer soft, when life gets hard, when routines replace romance, when disagreements pile up, when disappointment enters the room. Will he still be this patient? Will he still be this gentle? Or one day, Will I also become the woman he describes as unreasonable to someone else? That's what keeps haunting me. Because falling for a gentleman is easy. The hard part is knowing whether he is still a good man when the marriage starts falling apart. I do have feelings for him. I love the way he cares for me, the way he makes me feel like a woman being truly cherished. But I'm also afraid that I'm falling in love with the easiest part of who he is, while the hardest part, the part that really matters in marriage, I still haven't seen. So tell me honestly, if you were me, would you keep walking toward marriage? Or would you slow down before becoming the next story he tells?